I'm back. Okay. Got a little bit more space and time to elaborate more on what I was. I don't even know what we was, what the topic gonna be because whatever it was earlier, it's not gonna be the same. Hopefully. I mean, it probably will for the most part. Mm. Anyway, again, I felt incomplete. You know, I don't like when I do a live or something and I don't finish it to the but me thinking that I ain't gonna be able to finish it like right now I could get interrupted in any moment. Ooh, as I am. And that would stop me in advance from finishing it. Look at her about to get hit. Jesus. Hey, what y'all doing? Okay. This is my perspective. I titled it Learning from My Perspective because by nature I'm like the archetype is of a Gemini as a teacher and I like to learn, and what I've learned has changed my life. And if somebody had taught me certain things, you know, I would have been appreciative. So, since that's the case, I look at that also as parts of my footsteps in the sands or whatnot, tied into your soul. That's how you tie shit into your soul mission. You know, by knowing where you came from, because if you know wherever you came from, that's what you already know, and that lets you know you already know everything. Then, because all you need to know is what you anyway. Ooh, what came out? Ooh, that jumped out. Chiron, and Chiron is making a transformation at the moment. The individual is making a core vulnerable transformation at the moment. That's why it came out like that. It came out like it was ready, but at the same time, ooh, it's not necessarily ready like that. I mean, that's the type of energy I think I came here with just in general. But we ain't gonna go on into that. At the bottom of the deck is eighth house. Eighth house keep coming up. The Scorpio transformation energy. That shit been coming up for the last a good little minute now. What's at the top of the deck? Want to touch me? Then we got Mars. See, it's hot. The shit hot. It's hot. But sometimes you gotta touch the stove to know that it's hot, cause you want to know for yourself, and that's part of Chiron's energy. In order for it to even much be in the situation it ended up being, as far as being injured, it was because it wanted to see something. It had to see in order to have something to heal. Like I was talking about the other day about how would you transform a generational curse. That's how some things are necessary to go through based on negative. I'm talking about bad stuff because it's tied into shit like things that need to be broken or whatever. And how you gonna break it if you don't go through it? But anyway, that's like the Chiron energy. But yeah, the other point of me talking and going live too, and I can't see the chat. It's a big ass glare, and I like it like that. I don't even want to look at it right now because if I look at it, I don't know. I'm gonna look at it because oh shit, I trip. Capricorn, I'm the boss for the moment. So ain't no point of looking in the chat. It ain't no point of looking around you like that, because you supposed to be the example of who. Because see, Capricorn is the 10th house. 1 plus 0 we know goes back to 1, which is the individual. So it's like you supposed to be the example to some degree, and that's important right now with the moon, full moon being in Capricorn. And then I got Leo at the bottom of the deck, which is somewhat, not somewhat, which is the sun, but I was saying somewhat because the sun ain't in Leo, but it's just highlighting the sun. That's how you get a full moon, based on the opposition of the, I don't know. Let me not get too far in detail because I ain't got my verbiage together, and I don't want to sway anybody left or right the wrong way. So let's stick to what I know. But okay, should I continue with this deck? Or, guess what, y'all? I went in the Dollar Tree right before I had pulled over here and saw this shit. at the Dollar Tree. I don't know. It's just some prayer cards with Bible verses on them. But since I was already in the card pulling tarot type of vibe, I said, shit, them hoes are like cards to me, with letters and words and meanings and reasonings on them. Let's use them hoes. I wish they had a mixed in and was the same size of these, because I might cut them. And I don't know. That'd be like hot cards. But just for the reprobates, real quick, because I know it's retards and motherfuckers in here who y'all actually need a message and don't even know you in here playing. Don't even know you actually need a message. So God works in mysterious ways. Let's see. And that's also the point as a messenger. For nothing will be impossible with God. See, God works in mysterious ways, all possibilities. So Luke 1:37. What's 7 plus 3? 7, 8, 9, 10. Dean, oh, I need to be a real teacher. On God, with real students. Anyway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. So you already know, again, one type energy. 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2. It equals 1 type shit. Because you got 1, then you need another one. What you do when you fucking make love and have babies, that makes a whole nother 1. And that's 11 type time. That's what type time we on. Capricorn rules time. So pay attention, class. Since y'all want to be slow and retarded, hey, let me be aware of what's going on then. Because I don't got energy to waste. But I also know that this is where I want to spend energy at. So then I got to use it wisely. Why not be on some grown up boss shit? Fuck it. Look how you came out. And I wasn't even intending on steady pulling these cards. Let's see, this is the last one, because we ain't finna get too deep into this. Because I don't want nobody to get the wrong idea. But those who trust in the Lord, who is the Lord? The space that you are in, will find new strength. You can't trust in yourself unless you explore your space. And then when you're able to explore your space, you're able to see behind the curtain and see that wasn't nothing but the lamp. That wasn't a monster. And then you can relax a little bit. That's what brings courage, strength. And in order for you to do that, again, what does it take, class? For you to go, what? Through it, okay? So, let's move right along. I'm the professor. I'm the professor at the moment. We're gonna pretend we ain't. I don't know what type of lover that you're on, but it don't matter, because you can learn from anything. You can learn from a rock, and if you can't, then you're the one who the rock got something over. You probably get killed by a rock, because you know. Oh, let's put back on our astrology deck. No. Yeah, let's pull out archetypes. I ain't bringing but 3 cards. And we're not even going to be here that long. I just want to feel a fulfillment, since I don't like spreading my energy thin. And if I spread my energy somewhere and it wasn't really useful, at least to my inner, what I fucking feel like is useful, then I feel like it was a waste. So I'd rather go back and correct it. And that's what time we're in too, with Taurus being in Mars type shit. And I don't know what's in retrograde, but I'm sure some shit is in retrograde, finna go into retrograde. But even if it ain't, Taurus being in Mars, you need to go back and figure out what you need to correct. Or this gives you the time and space and the energy to look at certain structures of what you've done. Internally, you can look at that as your inner philosophy, your moral systems, or I don't want to go that deep because that's some Sagittarius energy, but internally, you know, your inner structure though, what you standing on, and externally, maybe you need to actually work on something in the physical, like what I'm doing. I mean, I'm a Gemini, so, and I'm a messenger, so I'm doing both at once in a way. So I don't know if you can use that as an example, but I tend to teach off of myself being an example, so whatever. Yeah, we pulling on the energy of Capricorn internally. Don't forget who the fuck you are, or remember. And that shit go deep, because you got all kind of things about yourself to remember. So whatever you need to pull from, don't forget where it's at, type shit, in your mama purse. Don't go anyway. The Queen. Should I read that? I wish I knew what number that was. That kind of looked like a cross to me from a glance, and then I saw that it actually was a snake, and it looked like a priest hand type shit. You know, that is what created the veil of illusion in Pisces era or whatever. And that's a lot of the undertones, at least in America, I don't shit all over the world, whether it's Christianity or some other bullshit, some other religion. I'm not calling your religion bullshit. I didn't mean it like that. So, but I'm saying whatever bullshit lostness that you in though, because that's bullshit. But that could represent that, and that is some. Anyway, let me not talk about that. But I see the moon being full, that yellow moon behind it all, with the red. We know red is like Mars energy, which Capricorn and Mars, they kind of like, you know, fuck with each other or some shit. And the queen or whatever. I'm the queen right now. That's what that is. Because the I don't know. Let me see the lover. We got the lover right behind. The lover, to me, Gemini type archetype. And we're in the cusp of Gemini and Cancer. And the queen being the feminine energy. So that's your both of your queen and king energies, because Capricorn is the father. But that's both of these things coming together again and being shed light on from the internal space though. So that's your yang of your yin being shed light on, however you want to look at that for yourself, if you can follow. Sorry if you can't. It looks like a red pearl. I ain't never seen a red pearl. They look like blood. But ain't nothing wrong with going inside. There ain't nothing scary about it. You got blood in your body. So why some people may be scared of shit. Oh, that's wicked. That's crazy. She's not knowing that you the one that makes you that, because you just, that makes, by you being afraid of something, you're succumbing to the demonic energy. So who's more in it, me or you? Like, and this is a dark deck. It is. It's kind of a dark. Oh, I'm tripping. I didn't even read it. Let's read the queen though. Let me see. I can't see the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it in a minute. 83. 10, 11 energy again. 11 energy again. So that's Aquarian type energy. The queen. I just got to scope the scenery out. I got to, I have to be aware of the environment. Also, while I'm doing what I'm doing, that takes a little, that ain't something that you need to be in the habit of continually, unless you just have to. It's a gift and a curse. Because all things is what it is. Like her counterpart, this is the queen. Like her counterpart, the king, the queen has a dualistic nature. Either she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heavens to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across all of the land. If the king is the ego, then the queen is the expression, or the moon. See, I had a heart palpitation. I felt that. Okay. Anyway, the king is the ego. The queen is the expression of the ego in the world. So where's the moon again? The moon is in Capricorn. So that's, like I said, the yang of the yin energy. So that's what we're talking about. She is the lotus bloom. And see, I didn't ever read the flower. I couldn't get to the flower. It was so much about that moon. It was so... Let's read the flower though. Where I was at. The queen is the expression of the ego in the world. She is the lotus bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the queen is seated in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving. She waits for the grace of God and Goddess to move through her. Thriving. We're not gonna go there. To be the benevolent leader. Again, we're on some set examples type time right now. To embody the queen is to settle into deep trust and resolve and power. So what is trust? Knowing, again, that equilibrium space where the queen is able to bounce between the two, but she needs to find the equilibrium. That's trust. The resolve is that's coming to some type of conclusion of what the hell is going on, and doing that with balance and seeing clearly, having a clear perspective. And with power, and that's how you create power, by moving on that and doing something with that. We've been talking about power last week, but if you ain't been tapped in, you've been missing out. So you might want to tap in. But anyway, the royal queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. She don't fear nothing because it is what it is. Remember, That's what equilibrium is, the truth, for the most part at that moment, because that changes. Just like you have to change your equilibrium calibration system from moment to moment. So let's see. One light, the embodiment of grace, courage, resolve. We already read that. The queen does not accept the hand of a prince, but claims the throne, knowing the king draws near. So that's what a feminine energy is. It's not supposed to be looking for something or waiting either. You're just doing what you do because you're in a space to where you're always in a space as far as feminine energy to attract whatever you finna attract. But when you're knowing what you're doing, you know that you need to attract what you want. And what you want is what you is. So you got to be that. And when you is that, you straight. You all in the good. And you'll attract what it is that you need to attract just by alpha default. She is the magnet for the fully embodied masculine and entertains nothing less for the full embodied masculine. Okay. How long we been on here? I've been on here a good 15 minutes. That's straight. Proud of myself for today. Let me read the chat. Okay, let's see. I'm here. Oh, yes. What's up, Healing Shadows? The chat was flunked earlier. I couldn't even read the chat. Ton of Vision. Shout out Ton of Vision. He ain't in here now, but I couldn't even read the chat. And Swatch, he ain't in here either, but yeah, I was like, damn, I can't even read it. I'm gonna probably cut it right there. But I know if I cut it, I'm gonna be like, shit, it went longer. I'm working on the Sagittarius cell site at the moment too. And it is Sagittarius / Capricorn full moon at the moment. And I really wish I could have finished the Sagittarius cell site during this time, but I've barely even started on it. I got a lot of Taurus energy, but Mars is in Taurus, so it's kind of justified a little bit as long as I'm steady working and creating and structuring something, but that can only go so far too. See, I'm just giving you my perspective because I know somewhere in between you know what I'm talking about. What else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, but I know when I do finish the sales out, because it don't matter. This is just some shit that I be on my dome since I'm talking my shit right now. But I know whenever I do finish the sales out, it's gonna be some type of Sagittarian alignment somewhere, even if it's an energetic one, because it always is. That's with anything. That let me know that whenever you set any type of an intention, like to the slightest shit, if you can remember to set an intention and actually pay attention afterwards. Let it go after you set the intention in any situation or scenario you finna walk into or fall into. And just say, I just want to set the intention of me having a happy vibe, whatever the fuck. If you pay attention right after that, if you can remember to pay attention, and can do that over and over and over again, you'll see how, I really set the intention. Damn, that shit actually worked. Wow. So, that's how you can be the boss too and control your atmosphere. Just by having a solid understanding of where you're coming from, because that's all your intention is, wherever you're coming from. But when you know where you're coming from and you already kind of created the structure of where you are coming from, Capricorn energy, then you'll realize that you can't put in on the creation of what's happening around you as far as your reality is concerned. So we 18 minutes in. Hit the like, y'all. Thank you for the reminder. I don't want to read the chat because sometimes I be in my feelings. And then it's Cancer energy. And I might read something, half read it, and just took from it whatever. Some shit that they wasn't even saying that. Then I'd be throw the whole vibe off and cut somebody off for no reason and felt bad even after the live. Like, damn, I shouldn't cuss that person out for nothing. But so I'd just rather don't even... Yeah. As far as shit like that goes. Look, Sagittarius, I wasn't even trying to pull that. You see what I'm talking about? So Sagittarius finna get ready to deal with me. I like that shit though. But I like that. I like it and then I love Sagittarius energy anyway. I think I was conceived in the Sagittarius season. I should have been conceived in Libra, but I was born early. And I got Sagittarius in my midheaven on my 10th house, so. But anyway, what up, Mysterio? Cancer energy. I got a Cancer stellium. Well, I got a fourth house. I meant to look at my chart to make double sure right before I got on here, and I didn't. I never got to it. But I can't remember if it was my son in the fourth house. But I know I got a fourth house stellium, and anyway, it's not about me. It's not about me. That's not the point. We're not finna get narcissistic. I got a dusty chart too. Wow, these cards came in reverse, and I actually flipped the deck so it wouldn't be in reverse. Oh, I flipped it wrong though. Anyway, we got Jupiter, Aries. I ain't finna read it in the reverse. Jupiter, Aries, and Neptune. Where's Jupiter? What's going on with Jupiter right now? Something. What's expanding? Damn. What's going on with Jupiter? Damn, it's on the tip of my mind. Anyway, we got Aries. Then we got Neptune, the dreams and the spirit. So I know whatever it is, your dreams and spirit is whatever your dreams are can be expanded just based off of you going there with that Sagittarian energy, just based off of you doing, and then plus with your individuality. And it don't matter if you don't see things changing on the external at the moment. You feel something on the internal shift, and you can't say that you don't. So at the end of the day, let that be the point until you get more clarity and more clarity, because it is to come, especially with that Aries energy. Like, it's a lot going on in the energies right now, for real. Uranus at the bottom of the deck, and it might be a lot of pushback too, though. And so, like I was talking about the other day about your thoughts and your feelings, kind of. I don't want to. Okay, how do I want to say that? Let me just say like this: when I was saying about your thoughts and your feelings kind of being tied into men and women energetically, because I know I'm talking to people who understand this, and I know it's people that don't understand it, so I got to come from that perspective, that unbiased space. But about how these things can materialize, these people actually can materialize in your physical world as well, representing certain spaces and certain relationships that you have within yourself. And with that, you're right, with that going on and things having to shift and change, being in the age of Aquarius, that 11 energy and Uranus keep coming out and all that, and all that's going on, that's going to cause even people who thought that they were in alignment with the status quo, they're going to be rebellious just like based off of default, because they already don't know what they do anyway, retarded. So then, you know, and it may be for you to do what God wants you to do, and if that's the case, you'll have to be in that damn, I kind of lost track of my damn. I have brain farts from time to time, and dead ass become people in real life. Yeah, it ain't that. Yeah, not to get too lost into that, but I mean, life is but a dream, for real, if you think about it. Because let's not go too deep into that. Alchemist, because I'm an alchemist. I got to find the equilibrium of it, and I can't go too deep into it when I don't know. I know I may not be able to express over to all that's watching, and this is important. This is some boss energy, so it's important that you lead and set the example correctly. And if you know that you're walking on thin ice as far as your understanding and how deep you can go when you're relating to other people, you don't have an ego about it and go deep anyway. No, you step back, because you'll get blood on your hands just by the blind leading the blind. It ain't nothing wrong with you knowing your boundaries and limitations, Saturn energy. But, you know, that's a part of you knowing who you are and learning more. And then once you learn more, you'll know that you've learned it, actually, because you can remember where you were before and how you didn't know. If you can realize that, now I might just don't know. But if that's where the ego blinds you at, and that sun, the ego being like that first house, that sun type energy, that's how we get blinded up here, thinking like we got it all, and it ain't even about that in the first place. Anyways, I want to kind of make it to 30 minutes. That's why I'm just sitting here rambling. I swear I gave my number. What is this dude talking about? I don't got enough capability right now to shuffle the cards, think, talk, and click the chat and delete people. So from that, I said to myself, maybe I do need to get some moderators. But I understand why people don't like just getting moderators, though. Because first of all, I might like negative comments sometimes. So it might be the time for it, you know. But at the same time, I guess I just got to calibrate myself into being on live and reading the chat and paying attention to the shit at the same time. Cause I don't be paying. I'll be liking to actually focus on what I'm doing if I'm really into it. Saturn, the limits, and So the limits and lessons. Yeah, because Saturn, I kept getting that principal vibe, but I didn't want to say it because I ain't never looked at Saturn like that before, as being like the principal. But I have from a just like the opposition perspective. But being a Gemini, I was thinking, oh, you kind of bleeding in your energies to say principal type shit. But yeah, that is because it's like the lessons, and it goes beyond principles. It goes up to like the principalities of life, and to like the laws of the universe, or just the mechanisms of life. There are certain, not limits, you don't have to look at them as limits, but if you don't know how to work what you got going, if you don't know how to work what you're doing, you will be in limitations trying to, because you don't know what you're doing. And that's why the lessons are necessary. So sometimes you got to go through certain shit and be like, damn, I wish I could have did it different. No, I don't wish shit. You did it. It happened just like it needed to. That showed you something. That's the point. That's the lesson. That's what need to be understood. Not the grief, not the wishing I could have, should have, got down what we were talking about the other day. So, what wants to grace my chat as far as energetically speaking? Let's get a message for the people who actually fucking listening and who really wants to take in whatever they can take in overall. I come out on a valuable type of space because I'm valuable and y'all are valuable. Your time is valuable. Mine is too, and I ain't doing it in vain. And we're not listening for nothing. I want that type of understanding, that type of intention at the moment. We in Cancer season. I want it to be felt. And that's a different type of understanding. When you feel it, when you know what it is, it don't have to be logical. And therefore, you can't logically see it either. So if you can feel it, don't worry about how it's going to pan out and who's going to be left behind. That ain't the point. You don't know what the point is, but you feel it. And you're all in the 3D realm right now. Chiron in reverse. Again, healing the individual. That's what type of time Chiron is on in the moment. Healing the individual. But that's in reverse because, why that's in reverse? I don't know. Let's pull a clarifying card. I've been shuffling the same deck for all that time. But I'm going to keep this out. Healing the individual in reverse. Because I like to flip shit inside inverted and look at all spaces before I decide what that is. And I know the energy or the feeling that I am I'm perpetuating in what weird type time we're on. I can look at it how I want to. To me, in reverse, that's when your wound actually heals. Because for Chiron to be Chiron, it has to be wounded. When it hits the reverse or goes back into the healing space, that means it has to have reached its peak, and now it's in its healing space. It's going towards that. So that's Chiron in reverse. Fuck you talking about? You can look at this shit however you want to, on God. Especially if you're doing it especially if you're doing it in integrity. That's how you do it. Honest echoes, integrity. If your thoughts and your feelings, your men and your women, and even the people that you allow to be around you, and how you are as far as you being someone that other people are susceptible to, is honest and is in how you control that is within first. So make sure your inner women and men are in some type of alignment and integrity. Your echoes will be honest, and you'll know what to do next, and you'll be able to trust that feeling. Because you can know everything in the world, but don't know how to trust your feeling. You're going to make all the wrong mistakes. It don't matter. And you can be smart as a bitch. We ain't going to go there. Anyways, wise counsel in reverse is getting advice. You used to be the one to get advice. Like, at least you were always the type of person who was able to take advice, though. For the most part. I don't know about everybody. Let me stop acting like everybody is like the same. So, but if you hear it all, you would be the type that's taking advice, and it's that type of ego it don't even exist like that. So some of that ego shit, we ain't even got a reference, because some of us have tamed the ego. It ain't about taming the ego, because the ego can represent those men and women. It's just about having an understanding with your darkness and yourself and shit. But anyway, that's what creates the wise counsel with the light bulb in the darkness. You able to use that masculine energy even within the darkness, because in order for, like, black and white, that's polarization. But we got the when you have sex, the masculine's going inside, creating some equilibrium. So, and that's when you get dimness and shit. And anyway, that's where like shit go deep. I wish I could paint a picture of the shit being that I be the directions I be wanting to go down, but they be coming. I don't be able to do it. I don't even sometimes be able to grasp them all. Let's see. And you ain't got to know what you doing either. That's how you find out what the fuck you doing. Cause one thing my honest echoes always echoed to me, especially as a child. One of the main principles that I always felt, even before I remember if I was able to talk. Well, I ain't gonna say anything, but yeah, when it's being in preschool and shit, I knew that if anybody else can do it, what make you think you're any different? That was the first thing, one of the first things that I always knew. So if I know that as a child, as an adult, that need to be embedded in us, and that eliminates a whole lot of fear. Now that gives the ego some type of healthiness instead of distorted ego. Because the only thing you saying is I can do it too. Spiritual retreat on your own in reverse. So this is you're no longer on your own, and you know that you ain't on your own either. Too, you know you're not on your own. We got the balloons. That remind me of, Gemini is air, mutable, letting go of the balloons. We know in Taurus we had to go into that mutable energy and not be left behind like Sodom and Gomorrah. But even in Gemini season, we freely releasing and allowing things to be set free as they need to. And that spiritual retreat, and I'm talking about your men and women, it ain't no funeral type vibe as far as you having to remove and release certain things. It don't have to feel like a funeral type situation. It's a joyous thing. It's okay. That type shit. Ain't nothing wrong with releasing. That's necessary shit. How life go on. What the fuck? But I ain't saying it like like it's not understood that sometimes it's hard. But that makes you be on your own, because you can't even keep up with all the weight from other people that's not keeping up with their shit. That makes you not be able to do what you need to do for you. Your priorities get distorted. You forgot what to do first. Or if I'm not a good person, if I'm a good person, I do this for this person because I can do this for me anytime. No, do for you first, so that you can when you do it for them, you'll be able to be free because you feel complete within yourself, and that'll change something. And that ain't selfish. It can get selfish, but then that'll be you and the ego again. We talking about equilibrium. How long we been on? Frost of stillness. That instantly reminded me of Scorpio at the moment. Not for me saying that that's like the Scorpio archetype is frost and stillness. No, that's just like the vibe I've been getting from Scorpio right now. And in the back is stop and reflect. Embrace the frost of stillness, wherein the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. Ooh, that felt good too. I seen it. And I felt it. And it felt like that. It felt just like that. Stop and reflect. It's like right before you jump into a cold pool, and you stop and you be like, wait a minute, do I really want to do this? I just got my hair done. If I get cold, then I'm gonna be cold when I get out. You are ready to jump though. Jump, Judy. Or finna, or want to know what it's like when you jump. It ain't gonna be nothing. It'll seem like it's something. Do you want to go that deep? It'll be, I don't know, because it'll seem like death. It'll even feel like death. That's what death feel like if you die right. That's why that thought came, because I remember hearing a dude talk about that on Uriel page. And Uriel, anyway, we're not going to go too deep down there, but in the death space, even in actual death and transformation, you can be in a moment of stillness to where you're like that. That's equilibrium. That's how you probably would want to transition and transform. And that it ain't nothing. Just jump and be calm about it. It's all good because you're a goat. You got it. You're a goat. And you got this. It ain't even shit. And then when you do, it's like, oh man, that wasn't nothing. I really need to be doing something like this. And then jump even higher. Before you know it, it ain't nothing. anyway, I don't know. Maybe somebody need to be uplifted at the moment. Or maybe I need to be uplifted. Maybe I'm talking to me. Either way it go, I'm talking to you too. I'm finna dip before I talk too much. And I ain't looked at the chat because it's still that glare right there. All right, y'all, I'm finna dip. Answers unfold real quick. It had to come out. Divine timing, walking unscathed. Okay. Yeah, so you out straight, and that's all. I feel complete now, so I can dip. I can go. Bye, peace. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Bye. Bye, y'all.